Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Texas State Theory Test, grade 4. In this video, we're going to be going over question 15 and 16. Okay, so question 15 states, write the number of the correct definition in the blank. One definition will not be used. Please, please, please pay attention to this. One definition will not be used. So here we have 10 terms. Here we have 11 definitions. One of them will not be used. Pay very close attention to that. Don't freak out if you see something here and you know what it is, but it's not one of the terms. That's okay. That is intended. So let's just start with number 1. Moderately loud. Moderately loud. You should know that loud, the Italian word for loud, is forte, and the symbol for forte is F. So we should be looking for something that has an F in it. Well, here we have a double F. That's not moderately loud. That's super loud. Here we have an MF. M for moderately, or moderato, and F for loud. So number 1 should go right there. Alright, number 2. Two numbers, one on top of the other, that indicate the number of beats in each measure and the type of note that receives one beat. I've been telling you this in, I think, the past 2 videos. Two numbers, one on top of another. Let's just go up here to question number 13. Look at that. I have 2 numbers right here, one on top of another. The top one tells me how many beats are in each measure. The bottom one tells me that the quarter note gets a beat, or what kind of note gets the beat. So that should be a time signature. It's right there. So number 2. As simple as that. Okay. Number 3. A sign that raises a note a half step. A sign that raises a note a half step. Well, there's a couple signs that move notes by half steps. So 1, we have a flat. 2, we have a sharp. Remember? The flat will lower the note a half step. The sharp will raise a note a half step. A sign that raises a note a half step should be a sharp. But if you look here, there is no term sharp. So that is the one that's not going to be used. Right there. One will not be used. That's number 3. So the rest of them here should be as one of the terms. So number 4, the distance in pitch between 2 notes. If we go all the way back to, I think it was the 3rd video in this series, I explained to you that an interval is the distance between 2 notes. Remember, we had to figure out if it was seconds, thirds, fourths, or fifths. An interval is the distance between 2 notes. So right here we have interval, and then I'm just going to cross this off right here. Alright, number 5, the speed of steady beats moving in time. You should know that just with all the songs that you've played. The tempo. The tempo is the speed of steady beats. So, number 5, right here. 6, very loud, or like I said earlier, super loud. That's double F. Or, if you actually want to say it the correct term, it's fortissimo. Number 7, increasing in volume. So, we have a couple things that tell us how to slowly change the volume. One looks like this. The other one looks like this. The first one here, you are increasing in volume. Here, you are decreasing in volume. When you're increasing in volume, that's called a crescendo. So that would go here. When you're decreasing in volume, that's called a decrescendo, or decreasing the loudness. Number 8, play in a smooth and connected manner. If you have gone through the Faber Piano Adventure series with me, you should know that in the red book, and I believe on page number 10 is when we start talking about legato. Level 1, page number 10, that's when we start talking about legato and slurs and how to play in a smooth, connected manner. So number 8 is, legato. Number 9, a chromatic sign that cancels a sharper flat. Cancels a sharper flat. That looks like this. Remember? That is a natural sign. So, number 9 goes right here. Number 10, the first note of a scale, or scale step 1, which is sometimes called the key note. If you go back to question number 9, I believe it was, that's when we had to put in all the sharps or flats of the indicated key, and then in the last measure we had to draw the tonic, or the key note. Remember that? So number 10 is tonic. It's the first note of the scale. Alright, and number 11, by default, should be triad, a 3-note chord built of thirds. Remember, tri right here. Tri is the prefix for 3. Triangle, tripod, tricycle, triad is just a 3-note chord built on thirds. You see the word 3, you should automatically think tri. Okay, that's question 15. I don't know if these exact terms, or all of these exact terms, will be on the test that you take. I know that some of them will be, because there's only a set list of how many terms can be, that they choose from every year, and I think it's only like 20 terms. So probably at least half of these are going to be on the test, and at the time that I'm making this video, they've completely revamped the state theory test, so I don't know the complete list of terms that will be used. But just try to remember your definitions. If you're going through the theory time book, you should be able to look somewhere towards the back, and there should be a whole glossary of terms and definitions that you can study from. Alright, let's move on to question number 16. Question 16, we have to do some music math. It says, draw one note, not a number, that receives a total number of beats for each group of notes and rests. Example, we have a quarter note plus a quarter rest, a quarter plus a quarter, each one of those get 1, so 1 plus 1 equals 2, but I can't draw a 2, I have to draw a note that gets 2 beats. So I need to draw the note, not the number, okay? So, let's do this one. Half note gets 2, half note gets 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, so what note gets 4 beats? The whole note. And yes, you can have multiples of the same answer. So I have a quarter note, 1, quarter note, 1, quarter rest, 1, quarter note, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All those add up to equal 4. A whole note gets 4 beats. Now, when you're actually taking the test, don't draw the numbers below. Draw it on a scratch piece of paper. I don't have a scratch piece of paper here on my iPad, but just draw the numbers out on a scratch piece of paper if you can't do it in your head. Okay, so here I have 2 eighth notes, and together they get 1 beat, and then I have a quarter note that gets 1 beat, and there should be a line right here. This is just a practice test, and it was probably someone missed the editing. So that's 2 beats. A half note gets 2 beats, so it should look like that. Alright, I think I skipped one. This is 1, this is 1, this is 1, all quarters get 1, so that's 3, so it should be a dotted half note. Let me make that dot a little bit bigger. There we go. Dotted half note. And last 2. Here I get 1. Here I get 2. That's 3. Another dotted half note. And then here I have 2 plus 2. And that equals 4. So that is another whole note. Alright. That is all of questions 15 and 16, and that's the entire test that I'm going to do in the videos. I'm not going to do the ear training in the video, but as a bonus, I'm going to jump down real quick to the bonus question, because it's the exact same bonus question on every test, every year, always. So, here it says, the bonus question, complete the partial linear major circle of fifths. Fill in the blanks up and down by intervals of 5 from the given note. Alright, so pretty much, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to draw out the alphabet. So give me a second. Okay, so we're back. I drew out the alphabet twice. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go up 5 notes from the given note. So we're going to start on C, and we got to go up 5 notes, right? So C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should land on G. Now I'm going to start on G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I should land on D. And then I'm going to start on D, and if I start on D, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there should be one more right here, which would be A. Okay? And that's how you do it. You go up by fifths. See, what a lot of students do is they'll start on C, but they won't really start on C. They'll go C, and then D will be number 1, E will be number 2, F will be number 3, G will be number 4, and then A will be number 5, and they will be off by 1 every single time because they didn't count the first one, C, as number 1. So count the note that you're starting on as number 1, not 0. Okay? And I'm just going to fill it out for you. Here's the answers. C, G, D, A, E right here. And then if we go backwards, it's F, B, E, A. Alright? And if you want a quick way to remember how to do this, if you remember our silly sentence for order of sharps, fat cats go down alleys eating bugs, check this out. Fat cats go down alleys eating. The sentence, the letters in their order for the order of sharps, they are all a fifth apart. So if you can just remember that sentence, it's fat cats go down alleys eating bugs, and then if we go backwards, bugs eating alleys down, go cats fat, and then we just start over, bugs eating alleys, just go backwards in that silly sentence, and then you should wind up just fine. Now, that might be confusing to you. If that's confusing to you, then don't think about it like that. Just draw out the alphabet like I did, and go up 5 every single time, and then when you run out, go backwards 5 every single time, and the bonus question should be really easy as long as you can count to 5. Alright everyone, that's it for the 4th grade theory test. If you are a student of mine, we will do ear training in your lessons so that you can prepare for that. If you're not a student of mine and you're taking the theory test, make sure you ask your teacher to do the ear training with you. Alright, that's all I have for you. Remember to keep practicing, keep studying, and I will see you in the next video.